Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. We have a great battle for us here tonight. Two teams with championship aspirations, but trying to define the odds and take a big step closer to that national championship. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the
pretty cool.
7 seed in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler.
Yeah.
As always, my the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started.
All right, we're back.
Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Steps out at the 22. Not quite where it would have been spotted had he just taken a knee. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And the single back takes the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
See ya.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
On 3rd down, it's a handoff. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Impressed by this back here to give that 2nd and 3rd effort. Almost comes up with a 1st down. But good job by the defense of keeping him just short. Now, a big decision here on 4th down early in the game.
Aggressive start to this game. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Keeping it on the ground here. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st down, it's play action. And they'll start off with a deep shot.
Oh man, Naruto.
Sometimes that prime time
I think I had the wheel route too.
Brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They go backwards on 1st down.
That's part of the toughness pulse, yeah. No. No, I'm just being cheeky.
Short throw complete to the tight end. Ball carrier running through tackles. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Hey, a 1st down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got it probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And the Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Back in motion now. Now someone moved just a bit too early. Now it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. See if the penalty proves costly. 1st down and 15 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man.
Oh my God, that was literally a pick. You just gotta fucking put your hands up, dog.
But not before he makes the
Threw it
first
right
down.
to you.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers, usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays.
Got space, looking to score. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon. They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
He's got his man wide open. And he's brought down.
We hope it's roughing the passer.
Penalty marker out there.
Of course, there's a legal man downfield.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
You had some guys come close to him.
Now it's 2nd down here. Single back, takes the handoff. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
I fucking hate how this game works.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tough running that breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around.
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run. Fresh set of downs, first and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football.
I missed the extra point. Oh, never mind.
This is a great example of the value of having a running
It was
back
my meter. My meter was going
in
crazy.
for a touchdown.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here.
Not quite far enough, boys.
Cover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Give it to the big fullback here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play. They were not surprised at all when the fullback got the ball. He had nowhere to go. They stuffed that play from the beginning.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Handoff on a single back formation. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed.
Oh, man. That would have been insane if I could have finished that.
Barely able to stop him. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Catch made down inside the 20. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
LSU now operating in the red zone. And on the carry, he's heading left. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. A handoff to the back. And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. Of course, they'll decline the offsides penalty, and the touchdown will stand. And now they'll set up for the point after.
Tight ball game.
The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hand scene able to recover the football.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here, but they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll try to run for the first down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but the pass creates a solid gain. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Grab near the sticks. It's Hicks. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. And the same runner's got it again. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Try and muscle for the first down. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. And they'll set up for the PAT. And he knocks it right through.
The extra point is good. That ties the game at 14.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Set to advance on the ball.
And they make the recovery. The onside kick. The offense keeps it for another possession. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic
Heard the footsteps
play by this wide receiver. Second down.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down.
Somebody's going to take that.
Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you can really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Hunted out of bounds.
Out of bounds. They'll spot the ball near the 20-yard line.
That would have been the craziest punt return of ever.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's looking to scramble. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. The pocket breaking down. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery.
Yeah, they tried to surprise him here to start off this 3rd.
That was, yeah, no, I was like, I wasn't sure which guy to be the play before, and then this one I was like, I gotta beat this guy and charge that shit. Ooh. Maybe could have lateraled it to 80.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is
back
out on the field. First play of the 2nd half is a handoff.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered.
Sorry, you had to find out this way.
Out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage.
Do you understand why the committee ranked you 6th now? Okay.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. He shreds the tackle. Defense stops
He's a
him, but
monster.
it's a solid game.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
That gain sets up a third down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Oh, you've got to block that guy 10. That's like your only job on that play. It's to seal the guy.
Get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made. A lot of space now.
He's really good.
Touchdown Tigers.
He's really good.
They go in front here in the second half.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield.
Yeah, he's got takeoff though.
He is so dangerous after the catch.
So if he's not pressed, he just breaks out faster. And he's just really fast.
Right down the middle.
This guy was a big reason why I took the LSU job. Keep kicking it too hard. Let's go!
Well, that was a big risk, but they say fortune favors the brave, and that decision was really brave. Hey, you can't complain too much. It worked out this time.
Play action here on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield.
Oh, you got me.
Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. The back's got it. Solid tackle, able to get him down. Second down and goal.
Oh my God. Nobody's blocking that guy.
And they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
And a throw for it on 3rd and goal.
That was dangerous.
Hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points.
It's a fake, looking to throw for it here.
Oh!
Disastrous play from the start.
Oh no! Lucky. It's down to you.
Across midfield.
Oh, you're not gonna catch him, Lucky.
The 20.
I can't even think that would be an outcome on that play. Oh, I was hitting all the wrong buttons too. If I'd hit the button of the guy, I probably could have gotten that out.
They've got confidence that they can finish this game off and get a win. If they do, we're going to remember this play right here.
It's really hard, even if you max power it.
The score here in the 3rd period. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. It looks like the hands team were able to recover the football.
Oop. Go, Tigers. Go, Tigers. Go, Tigers. Suck that Tiger dick, bitch.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
A big play here that gets them down into the red zone. They're not thinking about a field goal, I assure you, Chris. They're trying to get 6 points.
Good Lord.
LSU is now
What are you feeding that boy?
in the red zone. They're going to run it here. Fighting him off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Jew.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
That's his name.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Eludes a tackle.
Jesus Christ.
Defense recovers the fumble.
Dwayne.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
A jet sweep here. Can the receiver get the edge? The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Boy, the offense goes with a jet sweep, and the defense is there. That is a tough play to defend. But give them credit for playing with discipline, especially with their eyes, not getting caught up, squeezing inside. They got to the outside and prevented that from being a big play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. He's going to hand this off. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. They begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Can he make it to the marker? And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
You know, this back has taken advantage of his opportunities tonight in his football game. And here's another example on 3rd down. They put the ball in his hands. He knows exactly where to go to pick up the 1st down. And he's able to do that here in the 4th quarter.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. And he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. There's the handoff. He stopped it at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Ducks with 1st and 10 here. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Football comes out. Defense jumps on the ball.
He's a strip.
Boy, when you're running your quote-unquote foreman
Holy
offense,
shit, this game's been fucking back and forth as fuck.
And then to end it with a fumble just ruins that opportunity. Now you give your opponent a chance to not just get the recovery, but a chance to go down and win the game.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25.
The seam.
Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
The seam. He's in between the zones.
Catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Because you got the flat and then the deep zone. I'm hitting him between those two zones. Was Zach Galifianakis?
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. Fights through the tackle.
Oh my lord.
The ball is
Okay.
not free. Who's got it? The offense falls on the fumble.
These two teams are not doing a good job taking care of the rock.
To be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
LSU has moved into the red zone. He'll hand it off.
Hold on to the ball.
But 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They've got a 1st and goal. The offense a great chance to break the tie here late in the game. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Touchdown, LSU. They jump in front here in the 4th. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
I don't know. I saw a gap in the middle. Changed him to a slant.
A receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what you saw right there.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Hey, it's the 4th quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
Ducks offense retakes the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here?
It's a good
I
solid
don't know.
game.
I just lost Tyreek.
Love to see that from the
That's
running
not good.
Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Same tailback, another carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming down.
That's your guy. That's the guy you need to block.
Here by the defensive coordinator, and you're right. He shoots right through that A gap. Really, the back end.
That's the most important guy to block.
By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw for the first down. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
We got to put in a fucking freshman halfback.
Those offenses back out on the field. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game thanks to the defense. They'd love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Not much on that play, brought down short. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Oh, now I can't move my... Can I call any of these plays that I can see? I can't even do that. I can't even call timeout. I can't do anything. Oh.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time.
I'm trying.
It cost him 5 yards. So that offensive penalty will be
okay. Now I can
now
move. Okay.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout.
Oh man, that's tough.
Right side, that's a big gain. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Well, Chris, this is why they're here, right? This is why they're in the postseason. You get to a critical moment in this game with the lead late in the game, a chance to really put this game away, and they convert.
Need the play, move the game.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Oh!
Tackle is made. The clock runs out, and that will do it.
Oh, that was close. There were a lot of fumbles in that game.
Crucial W, great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.